Let's go. Okay, morning. So it's Tuesday, upper body strength. So we're going to begin lying back actually. I just want to try something. So yeah, head towards the back of the mat, feet towards the front. We're not here for very long, but just settle down and yeah, lie back. So you can bring the feet to the floor, bend to the knees if you want, or legs straight. It's up to you, whatever feels good for your lower half this morning. As you know, on Tuesday we focus on upper body strength. I just want you to get a sense of your shoulders from this starting position. We usually start seated and start to warm them up, which we'll do as well. But with a little bit of weight into the shoulders here, it's just going to add a little bit. It's going to make it just a touch harder, hopefully, or at least you'll feel it a little bit more. So if you think about your shoulder blades really kind of spreading across the mat and being super heavy, and just take a moment here to settle before we get going. You might want to place the hands on the belly or the arms out beside you with the palms up. Again, it's whatever gets your shoulders to feel like they're really grounded, really kind of heavy. Yeah, so some breadth across the front of the chest. And then as always, maybe swish the heels and rock on the pelvis. Any little movements just to get you settled. Close down the eyes if you haven't already and just soften the face and the jaw. And then maybe take a big breath in and a gentle sigh out through the mouth. Just do that a couple more times. Big breath in. Gentle sigh out. Good, last one. Let it go. Good. So allow the benefits of those sighs just to kind of wash over the body. Take a moment to just check in with how you are this morning. Reminding yourself there's no right way to check in. It's just about having that little conversation. Just kind of being an observer to what's coming up. You're exactly where you need to be. The next half an hour of your morning is just about moving, breathing, enjoying a little bit of time with your body. And we do our strength work. Remember, it takes time and some mornings it doesn't feel like it's there. So just work to your own ability. Don't be critical. Try to be kind and just do what feels good this morning. Knowing that each time you come to your mat, you're just adding more layers to your practice. And over time that compounds into, greater strength, greater length. Showing up is the main part with yoga. So well done for showing up. If you haven't already, just start to find the breath. Deep, rich breaths in through the nose. And long, slow breaths out. And actually, when you're lying down, it's quite nice to feel the journey of the breath. It's a little bit easier, I find. So if you want to place the hands on the belly and just see where the breath is this morning, getting it nice and deep, nice and smooth. And just allowing the breath, the journey that you're following, Just to settle any thoughts now of how you are. Just let them kind of fade away as you really draw the focus in now to the physical body. Take a full body stretch on your next inhale. Really reaching the arms above you and the feet away from you. Always try and get the shoulders to touch the top, the bottoms of your ears. That's how much I want you to reach the shoulders up towards or away from you. Good, and then drop them back down and just float the hands up like you're, placing them on the ceiling. And I just want you to keep the head down, keep the neck long, and just start to lift and lower the shoulders from here. So we're going to do this just for about a minute or so. So the shoulder blades are coming up and off the mat, and then they're dropping back down. And just go slowly, maybe move with the breath. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. And with a little bit of gravity kind of taking hold here as we lie, this should really start to warm up the shoulder joint after a little while. So reaching up, shoulders lift, and dropping them back down. And just keep going. And you might get a sense of the movement of the shoulders, how much you can bring them up and forward, and kind of the amount of space that's there to build mobility. Good. Keep going, another 15 seconds or so. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. And then next time you're up, we're just going to stay up. And you might lift the head a little bit because you don't, it depends how your neck feels. If it feels okay down, mine feels a bit better just being in line with the upper spine. And then we're just going to hold here. If you want, you can kind of reach the fingertips forward and come up a little more. The core will start to switch on now, but focus on wrapping your shoulders towards one another and lifting your shoulder blades off the earth. Spreading the shoulder blades, reaching those fingertips. Let's stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. On one, place the hands down. See if you can start to lift up and almost create like a little deck chair with your forearms. It might feel better to bend the knees here. It's up to you. But if you can, stay. Actually, let's come up onto our hands. Come up onto the hands to begin with. And then if you want, you can move down if it's a bit much. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to bring the shoulders forward and then we're going to bring them back. We're going to bring them forward and back. And again, just keep doing that for a little bit. Squeezing and rounding. Squeezing and rounding. Keep going. In fact, I better start my timer. Oh, don't worry. Forwards, back, forwards, back. Keep going. Now, if this is enough, you stay here, squeezing and rounding. If you feel like you've got a little bit more going on and you're like, let's take this up a level, you can start to lift the bum and squeeze. And as you come back down, we're rounding. So it's like we're coming into a reverse tabletop. I want you to exaggerate what the shoulders are doing in your reverse tabletop. So don't worry so much about what the hips are doing. So as you sit down, the shoulders round. As you lift, the shoulders squeeze. You can even hover the bum if you want a little bit more. But if you need to let the bum come down, that's fine. Squeezing as you come up, rounding as you come down. Squeezing as you come up, rounding as you come down. If that's too much, just stay down and keep rounding. If you can even go another level up, you can extend the legs and you can hold your reverse plank, but really squeezing the shoulder blades here, drawing them together, lifting the chin, and we'll stay for 10. Squeezing shoulder blades though for 9, for 8, or you can just hold your reverse tabletop for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, 3, 2, good, on 1, come down. Okay, good. So hopefully that's woke the shoulders up a little bit. Okay, so just sit now, cross-legged, and do some circles. Drawing or hitting all the digits of a clock face with your elbows, going forwards and backwards. Thinking about 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Good. Really exaggerating the movement. Nice, and then reach the fingertips forward and just do a little bit of rotation. So fingertips in and out. And I am just going to get my clock, otherwise we'll be doing things for too long. Okay, back. Right, let's come to tabletop. Hopefully you've moved the shoulders a little bit as you were sitting there. So when you're ready, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And again, any movements here, really focus on the upper half of you. So the rib cage dipping, the chest lifting, collarbones forward, squeezing, upper arms, shoulder blades back. And exhale, pushing the floor away, dropping the chin, spreading the shoulder blades to round. Good. Nice, and then when you're ready, let's come to our downward facing dog. So lifting the hips nice and high. So we're going to work through 10 rounds of sun salutations. Again, any movements you want to do in your downward dog just to get you ready, you do them. And with each round, we'll be doing an exercise in between. And it's optional. You can just kind of hold your downward dog, yeah? So you might want to roll forwards and backwards a little bit. Again, just thinking about how we're moving the shoulders this morning. Good. And then let's come to the top of the mat in a little dangle and allow the shoulders to kind of hug the ears. Allow them to be heavy, a little bit of swishing and swaying here. For a long time in my yoga practice, I used to focus on hips, leg stuff, arm strength, and I really thought about my shoulders in detail. So as best as you can when we do these Mondays and Tuesdays, really think about the shoulder joint, because that's where it all starts, yeah? Just like the hips connect down to the legs, yeah? It really just starts at the hips, the strength and the length, and then everything else kind of works off of that. That's the main stabilizing joint for the arms. When you're ready, let's roll up and come to stand. Giving everything a little shake. Anything else that feels good, you might want to briefly just clasp the hands behind you or press into the lower back. You might want to take a little side stretch. Moving intuitively on your mat. Great. Right, 10 rounds of sun salutations. Let's get going. Roll the shoulders back and down. Stand nice and tall. On your next inhale, arms all the way up, full body stretch, breathing in. Exhale, fall forward fold as you breathe out, head nice and heavy. Inhale, flat back and lengthen. Exhale, big step back to your plank. Let's lower the knees and bring the belly and the chest to the floor, sending the elbows back. Inhale, roll the shoulders, switch those on, squeeze the blades together, press the tops of the feet down. Exhale, tuck the toes, strong push back into your downward facing dog. Okay, so this first one, we're going to do some knee hovers. So option 1 is to roll forward and hover the knees and then just hold. Well, option 1 is to lift and lower, yeah? Option 2 is to hold. Option 3 is to draw the knees in and alternately kind of squeeze them up to the elbows. So off you go, 30 seconds. Option 1, lift and lower with the breath. Option 2, hold, pushing the floor away. Option 3, little squeeze of the knee in. But all the time we're keeping this dome shape with the upper back, Really spreading the fingers, really pushing the floor away. Head nice and, or the gaze forward, so we're not kind of dropping the head down. We're nice and strong. You've got 5 more seconds. For 4, for 3, lengthen through the tailbone. For 2, good. On 1, lift the hips high, let it go. Look forward, walk, step or hop, halfway lift. Well done. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, back to stillness. Great. Round 2. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, big step back. Knees, belly, chest all come to the floor. Good. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, roll forward to your high plank. And then we're going to come down to our forearms. So walk the hands forward and drop one forearm and then the other. And we're going to stay here for 30 seconds. So nice and long in the tailbone. And if you want, if it helps, clasp the hands together and push the floor away. Yeah, we'll feel this through the whole of the body, but I want you to focus on spreading your shoulder blades and pressing your forearms down. Staying here for 15 more seconds. You got it. Keep spreading the shoulder blades. Keep pushing through the forearms. How's the breath? Yeah, we're here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Good. On 1. See if you can come back up onto your hands. Send the hips high on an exhale. Look forward on an inhale. Walk, step or hop, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise. Good. Well done. Round 3. Inhale, arms up. We're coming back to some presses. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, big step back. So think about how you're doing it right now. Knees down, lower with control. Okay, we're going to come into that position in a second. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push back. So from tabletop, you can kind of come into your press up starting position. We're going to do 2 rounds of these. So this is your first round. So you might want to do an easier option. So option 1 is to work from here. Yeah. Knees under hips, elbows going back. And it's almost like you're bringing the chin to the floor. Really press through index finger knuckles. Option 2 is obviously to send the knees further back. When you're ready, 30 seconds of pressing. So it's like we're coming down to do our vinyasa and then we're changing our mind. So it's an exhale to lower and it's an inhale to push back up. And you've got 30 seconds. So it's not about how many you do in those 30 seconds. It's about how they feel, how controlled you are. Are you breathing? Exhale down. Inhale to push up. Are you scooping the tailbone down? Sometimes you kind of stick the butt out, yeah? Want to keep that integrity. Even I do that a lot of the time. So you've got 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, good. On 1, push back. Look up, walk, step or hop, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise. Good, okay, round 4. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, go through your vinyasa. So if you want this time, you might be taking a chaturanga now. Might be feeling ready and warm too. Inhale, just pause in upward facing dog and squeeze the upper arms and shoulder blades together. Upward dog is another one that really should be working the shoulders. Exhale, slow push back to downward facing dog. Okay, great. Right, what are we doing now? We're going to hold a half chaturanga. So roll forward to your high plank. Lower your knees and hold halfway. 30 seconds if you can. Okay, so it's like we're in a press-up position with the elbows halfway. If you need a little break, you just come up, take a break, and then you come back in. You're already 15 seconds in, 15 to go. Squeeze the upper arms into the rib cage. Lengthen through the tailbone. Nearly there. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. 2. Good. On 1. Push back. Downward facing dog. Look forward, walk, step or hop. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise. Good. Hopefully you're feeling that in the shoulders. Yeah, and we're not in the arms as much. Inhale, arms up, round 5. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, big step back. Okay, we're gonna do one more round of presses, yeah? Then we're into downward dog and doing our dolphin stuff. So 30 seconds of pressing again. I did say there were 2 rounds. So if you want, just bring the knees a little bit closer. Or if you want, you can try your full chaturanga press-ups, yeah? Just be nice and careful with how many you do. Don't lose your form. And off we go. Check in with the index finger knuckles. Those are the ones for me that sometimes want to lift up. If that means taking your hands a little bit wider, you do that. Good, last 10. You got it, stay with me. Even if you just do one more from now. 5, 4, 3, 2, good, well done, on 1. Enjoy downward facing dog, that length, shoulders to hips, look forward, walk, step or hop, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, inhale, we're rising. Okay, we're into our dolphin practice now, so no more presses. Round 6, inhale, arms up. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, lengthen. Flow through your vinyasa and we'll meet in our downward facing dog. Good. So from downward dog, we're coming into dolphin. So there's a couple ways to get there. You can come through forearm plank. Oh no, sorry, we're coming into our hovers. Sorry, ignore me. We haven't done the hovers yet. So from downward dog, try not to move the upper body here, yeah? We're just bending the elbows into a hover and then we're lifting them off the floor. So nothing else is moving. The head will come maybe a little bit closer, but it's just elbow hovers. So 30 seconds, off you go. Hover down, change your mind. Try and keep the gaze to the toes. Hover down, change your mind. Again, notice index finger knuckles, really drive those in, and the thumb joint. Not how many you do, it's the form, the alignment, how it feels. Good, you're halfway, you got 15 more seconds. Doing great. Hover on the exhale, inhale, push up, last 5. Keep going, you got it. 3, 2, nice, on 1, look forward. Walk, step or hop, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, back to stillness. Okay, round 7. We are going to hold our dolphin now. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. So, you can come into this from a forearm plank, or you can lower from your downward facing dog. I find forearm plank gives me a little bit more gives me better alignment. So if you want, find your forearm plank and then start to walk your feet in, because it just allows you to kind of bend your knees and focus on getting the hips high. And then you start to kind of think about your dolphin shape. So pushing through the forearms, sending the weight back, head nice and heavy. And we're staying here for 30 seconds or so, 45 actually in dolphin. So you've already done a good 10, so we're nearly there. 30 more. Okay, lift the hips high, soften the knees if you need to. Look to your toes, push through your forearms, and you almost want your shoulders or your armpits to still have that drawing into the midline like you would in downward facing dog. You got 15 more seconds, guys, really good. Stay strong. We're here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, good, on 1, maybe just drop the knees and take a little child's pose before we come into round 8. Okay, how did that feel? Yeah, hopefully the shoulders feel strong and supported and you're wrapping into this imaginary midline. Look forward, walk, step or hop, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, back to stillness. Okay, 3 more sets and we've got 3 versions of dolphin. So this time we're going to do some rocks forwards and backwards. So coming into your dolphin again after your vinyasa, and hopefully those chaturangas are feeling nice and strong. So maybe try coming into dolphin from your downward dog. Can you kind of hover your elbows and then allow them to land? And we'll clasp the hands together on this one. And all you're doing is you're bringing your chin towards your thumbs and then you're pushing back. So again, some strength, but also mobility this one, yeah? Because we're trying to get the rib cage to go past towards the thighs, and then we're bringing the shoulders over the wrists. Good, so chin over thumbs. So 30 seconds of those rocks. Good, nice and steady. There's no rush. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Last 10 seconds. Stay strong. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. See if you can release the hands and push your elbows off the earth to come back to downward dog. I know. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, jump. Exhale, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up and exhale all the way down. Okay, 2 more sets, okay? Inhale, arms up. So we're going to hold dolphin again on round 9. And if you want, this time you've got the option of 20 seconds with each leg in the air. So you've got like a 3-legged dolphin if you want. So we're holding for 40 seconds, 20 seconds with one leg in the air. So let's go, come on, let's get up. Let's drop the forearms down. Staying here for 40 seconds or lifting your one leg up to the sky. Off you go. Pushing through the forearms equally, trying to get the weight still in center. Breathing here. 10 more. 3, 2, good. On 1, switch it out. 20 seconds with this leg in the air now. How's the breath? 10 more. Stay strong. Breathing for 3, for 2. Good. On 1, release. Maybe take a little breath in child's pose or downward facing dog. Then when you're ready, look forward, walk, step or hop, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise. Okay, last round. So option is to come back to those hovers, the lifts and the lowers. Or if you can, we're holding the hover position. It's known as turbo dog in rocket yoga, I believe. So we're just kind of holding like a hover dolphin. If you want something different and you're working on chaturanga, you could come back to your chaturanga hold. You might even want to do a full chaturanga hold. So I'll leave it up to you. Chaturanga hold or turbo dog hold. Either way, we're going in 5, and it's just 30 seconds. 4, 3, 2, on 1. Chaturanga hold, half chaturanga hold, or hover those elbows, turbo dog hold. Right. If you're in your turbo dog, draw the shoulders down the back. Let the head be heavy. Doesn't matter how low the elbows are, just hover them. You've got 15 more seconds. If you're in your chaturanga, stay strong. You've got this. Lengthen through the tailbone. Last 5. Stay with me. 4, 3, 2, good. On 1. Come all the way down. Roll forward and bring the belly to the floor. Rock on the hips. Just let it go. Lovely. Well done, guys. So quick shoulder stretch. Right arm out. Roll to the left. I did this yesterday, so come back into it. Good. Other side. You can obviously hold these a little bit longer, maybe later on in the day. Take a little break from your desk and just do them against the wall. I think I showed you that one yesterday. And you know what? It's sometimes nice to bring a cactus arm when you're either lying down or against the wall. That'll make it feel different. Good. Come back to center. Push yourself back to child's pose. Roll up to kneel or cross-legged. I don't mind. And we'll just take a nice little stretch of the tricep. And if you want, you can kind of bind if you've got that in your practice. If not, just hold the top of the elbow. Sit up tall, head almost nestling into the forearm, and then switch it out. Staying here for 3, for 2. Good, on 1. Just give the arms a little shake. Maybe do some little circles. Maybe a little forwards and backwards. Good, okay, hopefully the shoulders are feeling good, warm, strong, mobile. Well done everyone, little bow down, chin to chest, take a moment. Sign of gratitude for our time, for our practice, for our fellow yogis for joining us. Well done everyone, have a lovely Tuesday. See you tomorrow, first thing, 7:30, hips. Cool. Thanks guys. Bye.
Thank you,
bye.
Vicky.
You're welcome, no worries.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Sam.
Thank you.
Cheers, Laurie. Thanks, Deb. Cheers, Jean. Thanks, Matt. Cheers, Hatch.